Hello my friends, Ellen here. Hope all you're doing well. Welcome back to my southern kitchen. Today I'm going to share with all of y'all a traditional fall treat, and this recipe is also in my cookbook. We're going to make homemade cinnamon rolls, and my friends, these are so simple and easy to make. The bomb.com delicious, and we're going to put a cream cheese glaze on top that's sure to make your mouth water. Melt in your mouth goodness, and everybody's going to fall in love with these. Going to make these completely from scratch. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down below in the description box. And also check out my fall baking recipes playlist for more delicious fall recipes, and my previous video, homemade pumpkin bread. I'll post a link to both of those down below in the description box. So grab your flour, your cinnamon sugar, and your yeast sugar, because we're about to bake some cinnamon rolls magic in my southern kitchen. Here we go! Alright my friends, the first step we're going to do is prep the yeast. In my measuring cup, I have a 1/4 of a cup of warm water. You want to get it to 110 degrees. And it's very important that your water is warm. Otherwise, if you have it too hot, it'll kill the yeast. And we're going to add a 1/4 of a teaspoon of white sugar to help feed it. And 1 package of active dry yeast. Give it a quick stir. And we're going to let it sit until it rises and puff up, about 10 minutes. Alrighty my friends, our yeast has risen. And this is what it looks like. Big and puffy. Now we're ready to move forward with the recipe. In my large bowl, I have 3 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour, or you can use bread flour. And we're going to add in 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. And give it a quick whisk until it's well incorporated, or you can sift it. Alrighty, our dry ingredients is complete. Now we're going to set this aside while we work on our other ingredients. In my stand mixer with the paddle attachment, I added a 1/4 of a cup of lard. And into our lard, we're going to add in a 1/4 of a cup of white sugar. And 1 cup of warm evaporated milk. And we're going to mix this on medium speed until the lard melts. Alrighty my friends, our lard has melted, so now we're going to let it cool to lukewarm. And as soon as it cools, I'll bring you back. Alright my friends, our lard has cooled to lukewarm, and I switched from the paddle attachment to the dough hook. Now we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients. The yeast mixture that we made earlier. Oh, I just love the smell of yeast. 1 extra large egg at room temperature. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. A 1/2 teaspoon of pure almond extract. And the flour mixture. We're going to add in 1 1/2 cups first, and then later I'll add the rest. And we're going to mix all these together on medium speed until they're well combined. Alrighty my friends, now we're ready to add in the rest of the flour. Using my measuring cup so that way I won't make a mess and stop the mixer. Alrighty, so now we're going to continue mixing on the same speed to medium until it reaches the dough form, about 10 minutes. Alright my friends, this is what our dough look like. See how stretchy and soft this is? That looks perfect. So now we're ready to put it into our bowl. We're going to place the dough into a large bowl that's sprayed with cooking spray so that way the dough won't stick. Just going to rub the dough all over the cooking spray. All right, perfect. So now I'm going to cover my dough with a kitchen towel, and we're going to put it in a warm place inside the oven or in the microwave, and we're going to let it rise for about 2 hours. And I'll see you then. All right, my friends, our dough has risen. See how nice and big that is? So now I'm going to punch a hole in the middle to release the air. So now I have placed my dough onto my flour table. Use some all-purpose flour. And we're going to knead it a few times. So now using my rolling pin, we're going to roll it to about a 1/2 inch thick. So now we're going to brush the dough with some melted butter, which I have here. A 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of unsalted butter. And I added a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of pure almond extract to give a little extra flavor. Just brush the dough generously with the butter. Now we're going to put our sugar cinnamon on top. I have a 1/2 cup each of pat light brown sugar and white sugar and 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and I mix all of them together until they're well combined. Smells good. I love the smell of cinnamon. Now I'm going to add some more melted butter and spread that. These are going to be amazing. Now I'm going to add on the rest of the sugar cinnamon mixture, like so. And pour the rest of that melted butter on top. Alrighty, so now we're going to roll our dough farthest from you. You want to roll it up tightly, like so. Now I have my 9 by 13 inch baking sheet that I sprayed with cooking spray. So now we're ready to cut them into rolls. So using my bread knife, we're just going to cut them like so. Just like that. And then we're going to place them onto the pan. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish with the rest of my rolls and I'll bring you back. Alrighty, my friends, I'm through cutting my cinnamon rolls and it gave us 12. So now it's ready for a second rise. We're going to cover it again and I'm going to place it back in my oven and let it rise for 1 hour. Alright, my friends, our cinnamon rolls has risen. See how big and puffy they are? And look at that cinnamon sugar glaze. Oh, it's about to get down up in here. Alright, now we're ready to put our cinnamon rolls in the oven. We're going to put them in a preheated 350-degree oven. And we're going to let them bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I'll bring you back. My friends, I smell cinnamon rolls. I just taken them out the oven. See how nice and golden brown they are? Mmm, smells heavenly. So now I'm going to let them rest for about 20 minutes. And while they're resting, we're going to get started on a luscious cream cheese glaze. In my measuring cup, I have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar with 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and I sifted, or you can whisk it until it's well incorporated. And into our powdered sugar, we're going to add in 4 ounces, which is half of an 8-ounce package of cream cheese that I let come to room temperature. 4 tablespoons, which is a half a stick of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled. 3 tablespoons of my favorite milk, evaporated milk. A half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of pure almond extract. And we're going to cream these until they're well blended. All right, my friends, this is what our cream cheese glaze looks like. Nice and thick and creamy. That looks great. Alrighty, our cinnamon rolls are ready to go. We're ready to give them some sugar. Alright, here we go. Oh yes, baby. And just spread them all over those cinnamon rolls. Oh my Lord, my mouth's watering. And make sure you get the size too so the glaze can just ooze down in there. Alright, my friends, there you have it. Homemade cinnamon rolls. Doesn't that look good? Look at all that cream cheese glaze on it. So now I'm about to fix me up a plate and I'll give it a taste. My friends, look at this beautiful cinnamon roll. Doesn't it look good? Now it's time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Oh yeah, beautiful texture. It's nice and golden brown on the bottom. Look at that. Have a bite. OMG. They so tender, just melts in your mouth. And it's perfectly cooked. And that cream cheese glaze is spot on fantastic. Oh, and that's like homemade cinnamon rolls. This is divine, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This deserves another bite. I'm in heaven. Yum-o. Cinnamon roll-licious. My friends, I want to thank all y'all for watching and joining me in my southern kitchen today. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to share this with your family and friends. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media. Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And don't forget the hashtag Ellen's Homemade Delights. And to purchase a cookbook along with your picture, please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see you next time. Let's eat and much love.